So Jeremy, if I'm a small business owner, should I take the time and money to invest in cybersecurity?
Absolutely. The threat actors, the hackers, the bad guys, they're after all sizes of business. I was at a conference about cyber insurance last week, and over 90% of the attacks now are targeted at small businesses.
Really? I guess because they're easier to get into, because people are not investing.
There's so many of them. They tend to be easy targets, and they have money either in their operating accounts or through cyber insurance policies. So the threat actors are going after them.
So is cyber insurance, is it like someone gets hacked and they have like money involved and they get money paid back, so that sort of thing?
Yeah, so cyber insurance will cover things like remediation, recovering from a hack. It will sometimes also cover paying a threat actor in Bitcoin for to get data back or to get a decryption key if your data gets encrypted. So
a ransomware kind of thing.
Yeah, ransomware. Yep.
So then how do I know if I'm properly protected?
Well, I would say that, two things. One is speak to an IT professional.
Okay.
Make sure that
one of your guys.
One of my guys can do the job. There's many of us out there. So, talk to your IT company, your MSP, whoever it is, or just a knowledgeable person. If you're just starting up, make sure that you talk to somebody that you know that knows about IT and get some advice there. The other thing is talk to your insurance broker. Make sure you have the appropriate level of coverage. Cyber insurance is typically priced by the amount of revenue that the business is doing, as well as the industry. But a lot of times it's a combination of those two things. But I would recommend if you're anywhere beyond just startup phase, you should have cyber insurance on your business.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Should I be investing in my employees getting cybersecurity training?
Yeah, so there are many tools out there for cybersecurity awareness training. Absolutely. Almost every cyber attack that we've seen originates through an employee, whether it's through an email.
Social engineering and phishing. That's like where it's all at now, because there's like built-in protections for like SQL injections, like cross-site scripting sort of. But phishing and social engineering, like you just fall for those.
Yeah. And if you don't have controls around it, if your employees aren't trained on what to look for, sooner or later they're going to fall for something.
Nice. Do y'all have a system where you like maybe send employees like fake phishing emails?
So a lot of the cybersecurity awareness training programs out there, we have one that we use. We'll send simulated phishing emails, and if the user clicks on the link in the email, then they're automatically enrolled in some additional training.
Exactly. Yeah.
So those sorts of tools are important. If you can't afford the cybersecurity awareness training packages that are out there, say you're a really small business, there's training on YouTube. There's common threats that small businesses face. So at the very least, go on YouTube, get some videos, send them out to your people, make sure that people know what to look for.
We have similar trainings, and if someone does click on it, they get so mad, like, why did I fall for that? Like, that was so silly. But I've always told people, if we get like free lunches, and so they'll send in an email for like, it's only on Thursdays we get a free lunch. Yeah. They'll send in a link, like click on the link to check out what you want on the menu, and like, that could be a phishing attack and totally get me.
Absolutely, you got to be careful.
But one thing companies need to make sure they do is have like external links from non-internal emails also. Yeah. So if I see that external, it's an immediate red flag. Whereas if it's internal, I'm kind of like my defenses are down.
That's right. I mean, common attack is CEO fraud, where the CEO emails the CFO or the controller and says, "Hey, I'm in a meeting, but I need you to wire money. I don't have time to talk right now, but just wire this money to this account," right? And so a lot of times those emails originate from outside, but they claim to be from the CEO.
Have you been mocked, I guess, or what's the word? Imitated?
Yeah. My accounting staff is very familiar with
getting
those kinds of emails. Yeah, and they'll be like, "This isn't you, right?" And at this point, they've gotten so many of them that they're sort of, they know I'm not going to email them and ask them to wire money. So
So how does your firm like stay up to date with like the latest cybersecurity trends and trainings and that sort of thing?
Yeah, conferences are a big one for us because we're in IT. We go to a lot of conferences, get the training there. We have a chief information security officer in our company. He's keeping us up to date. We have technologists. So, a lot of it is reading the literature that's out there, getting the newsletters, attending conferences, sending people to training. We can do that because we're an IT company. If you're not an IT company, talk to your IT company, the folks that you use for IT. About this, ask what they recommend, ask if there's some material that you can review, or just have a regular meeting with them to be aware of the threats that are out there.
So are providing cybersecurity like defenses, is that like the main service that your company offers?
I wouldn't say that it's the main service, but it
Okay.
is a service. So we
Okay.
have a stack of tools that we put in every customer environment to protect
Nice.
them from cyber threats. So, we've got the more traditional, what used to be called antivirus, now it's called EDR, MDR,
Yeah. Yeah.
that lives on every computer, watches for things, bad things that are happening. We've also got a tool that lives in the cloud email systems now, right?
Nice,
So you've got to have that. A lot of the attacks now are coming through cloud email, Office 365, or Google Workspace.
Jeez.
And then there's there's a host of other tools as well. So we're constantly evaluating the threat landscape, looking at the attacks. We get the information about the types of attacks that are happening, and we're aligning our tools with the attacks that we see to best protect our customers.
So that's what you provide your customers now. What exactly were you providing your first customers?
Well, I mean, 18 years ago, we were just providing antivirus and firewalls, right? That
Nice.
was
Well,
all
it's
you
a
needed.
very different landscape
Very,
back then.
very
yeah.
different. There was no ransomware back then. There
Yeah.
was no business email
That's
compromise.
fair. That's very fair.
The worst thing we had to worry about was somebody getting a virus on their computer that was really more of an annoyance than anything else. So
Gotcha.
it's the threat. The stakes are much higher now.
Gotcha.